California home at the age of 34. The pop sensation's life cut short.
Code 3 responses needed. Female doll yelling at 902A in the tub.
Aaron found unresponsive in a bathtub by his house sitter, who performed CPR. The LA County Sheriff's Department saying he was declared dead once medics arrived, as an investigation continues into the tragic end of a life that once shined so brightly. His older brother, Nick Carter, of the Backstreet Boys, on stage in London Sunday night.
Tonight we've got a little bit of heavy hearts because we lost one of our family members yesterday.
Comforted by the rest of the band to the audience cries of, "We love you, Nick," grieving for his little brother. Nick writing in a social media post Sunday, "My heart is broken. Even though my brother and I had a complicated relationship, my love for him has never ever faded. Addiction and mental illness is the real villain here. I love you, Chiz." Aaron had a meteoric rise to fame. He was 9 years old when he first performed on stage. This guest star stint on Lizzie McGuire in 2001, ratifying his first crush status for a tween nation.
Merry Christmas, Lizzie McGuire.
Lizzie McGuire's Hilary Duff once dated Aaron, taking to Instagram, addressing Aaron directly with compassion, writing, "I'm deeply sorry that life was so hard for you and that you had to struggle in front of the whole world. Boy, did my teenage self love you deeply." The actor and singer's death coming after years of deep-rooted personal and professional turmoil.
Aaron told me in 2011, "I love being a performer and entertaining, and when I can't do that, my world is in shambles. It doesn't work for me."
Over the years, Aaron dealing with bankruptcy and family strife.
What do you think the price of fame was for your family?
Self-destructing. Like a tornado just came through our house and family got tossed everywhere.
Battling with losing his sister Leslie to an overdose in January of 2012. The former teenage heartthrob was embroiled in domestic violence accusations by his fiancée. And in 2019, his brother Nick and twin sister Angel filed a restraining order against Aaron. He also publicly shared his struggles with addiction, talking about it here on The Doctors.
I was huffing because I'm a drug addict. I'm a drug addict. So I'm a drug addict in recovery. You might not look at me smoking weed as being sober, but
would reportedly check into rehab for a fifth time. Ready for a new chapter, he tweeted on October 29th, "This year has been super tough, but I've learned so much. Thanks for the support, everyone." Just days before his death. His fiancée and mother to their almost one-year-old son, Prince, saying in a statement,
R.I.P. baby.
Yeah, man, R.I.P. Now, this one right here really take the case because he was 34 years old, pretty much around my age, me and Jordan age. And it kind of show you how life is really short-minded. He had fame, women, cars, you name it. He had it all. But a tragic death. To find somebody like him found in a bathtub, his life left his body. And he was battling with a lot of, if we do research about Aaron Carter, he was very talented, but he was battling with his addiction and his depression was heavy. He was a heavy drug addict, you know, and it's sad, man. It's sad. And not only him, there's a lot of people in that industry that deal with drugs very heavily. They go to rehab, and sometimes rehab just don't help them. Mm-hmm. And they say the best way for them to leave is just taking their own life. And it's just a sad situation, man. Cause he's only 34 years old, you know. And you see, his brother was on tour. His brother found out when he was on tour. So just imagine him and his brother didn't even really reconcile because they fell off because of his drug abuse. So, but for him not to have that final moment and to tell you know I love you and stuff like that, and it's heartbreaking, man. It's just heartbreaking. I when I saw this story, I said, "Yo, we gotta talk about it," because it's very heartbreaking. And he was my Marvin Day Justin Bieber. You know what I'm saying? So for him to be gone that quick, it just shows you that life is really not promised. If you have a problem with somebody, if you need to seek help, seek help. Seek the help, man. Don't take your own life. That's mine too.
I raised something that he said in September that
that he had enrolled into rehab for the 5th time, seeking to regain custody of his 10-month-old son. Prince, who was also under the court order care of his fiancee mother. And Carter said his previous attempts was to wean himself off of medication that he had been prescribed during rehab results as a result of going to a very dark depression state. So that tells me, like, drugs and alcohol can be very, very dangerous, especially somebody who's in the entertainment industry, especially who's looking too early, because they could go on and on and on and on, and it could be a killer. It could definitely be a killer, because when you are a celebrity, you're in top of the world. It's like you're in another world. And to him to say it, like he said, like, and I performed, I felt good, but after that, I'm very depressive. I'm a drug addict, and it's just crazy. And I just pray for his family, his friends, and just to see somebody to leave this earth so early like that. Ronnie, Ronnie's a little bit older than I am. I'm 32. I'm 31, about to be 32. It's just like, once you get older, it's like you just see life in so much different ways. It's like we don't have so much time on this earth. We don't. And really cherish one another, or really help each other out as much as we can. Because you'll know when our next day is last. That's my take.
Sometimes a lot of us think that being successful means money, fame, fortune, being able to live in a big house, being able to buy what you want. But there's ugly sides of stuff like that. A lot of people can't handle success. That's why not all of us are successful. And sometimes a lot of y'all are sitting here watching and thinking that you might consider your life mediocre, but your life was better than Aaron Carter's. You're able to get up every morning, nobody asking you for money. Your mom and dad didn't divorce. You and your brother didn't have a fight. I want you to sit down and think about that. You wasn't around fake people who influenced you to get on drugs. He was a kid when he got into the industry. Who you think introduced him to drugs and stuff like that? He didn't know nothing about that. He came from a good home. It was the Hollywood people. Hollywood people sucks you in and spit you out. And then when you're not hot anymore, there's nothing you can do. And you're always chasing a different high. High in drugs and high on the industry level. Trying to be current in this ring. So one thing I want to say is check on your loved ones. Love yourself. Love who you are as a person. Love the life that you have. Regardless if you're not rich or something like that shit. We all live very modest lives, and it's the best thing we ever have. I would never trade. Somebody can offer me $10 million right now or $40 million to take everything I got now. I probably would leave that on the table because I'm comfortable where I'm at right now. Because I know there's a certain level I might not be able to handle. And I need brothers like these two guys you see here on with me, my mother, my nephew, to keep me grounded. Who is there to keep Aaron Carter grounded? Who is there to keep him grounded when he was in bankruptcy, when the calls stopped calling and nobody was checking for him? You know what I mean? And you're not hot anymore. So love yourself. That's my ending thing.
Yeah, and once again, on the behalf of KL Coach Rita, our prayers and thoughts go out to the Carter's family. And it's just sad, like each and every week we're hearing somebody about another artist dying. And we just said it last week, we tired of doing podcasts about artists is dying, and look, it's continuing to happen. I think it's like a new trend. But his death was really tragedy because he was fighting a demon. He just couldn't cash out. But guys, this is why you got to like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell on the right-hand side. Thank you for all the new subscribers, and let us know what you think on the comment. Let us know what your take about Aaron Carter and death of his passing. Let us know what you think. We over and out. Peace.
Peace.